Hey everybody, so in this video I'm going to go over how to run modules in the Greater Wall. In the previous videos I've made, I went over setting up the framework and navigating through it and some other things, but now we're going to get down to business and actually start querying some endpoints. I have a home lab set up in the background. It's pretty small, it's only 5 endpoints, but we're going to go ahead and query those for today's video. So without further ado, let's get started. I'm going to go into the Greater Wall, typing TGW. All right, I need to input my targets. So I went ahead and I put together a little target list here. I could have saved this file with one IP on each line and then chosen option one, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and just paste it in there because it's small. Only 5 of them. Okay. I'm not going to run my connection test because I know they're alive. Yes, I need credentials. Right. Nope, I do not want to reset them. And let's do some host collection. All right, so as covered before, you can see in the top here, this is what we're doing. We're doing host collection. We have credentials, and we have 5 targeted endpoints. So I'm going to go ahead and choose a module that's going to finish relatively quickly. So let's go ahead and choose service info. So all I do to run service info on those endpoints is choose option number 14 from my menu and hit enter. All right, that's it. So those are running in the background, and while they're running, I can still do other things. I can run more modules. I can control C out of the Greater Wall and do anything else I want to. Um, but this is a very important point I'm about to bring up, and that is the usage of the status and sync commands. So right now, I have my jobs running in the background, but I don't know if they're complete or not. To view the status of those background jobs, go ahead and type status in the Greater Wall and hit enter. Okay, looks like they're all completed. So this little screen right here will tell you if it's failed, if it's running, if it's completed, if it has data. Any errors it comes across, it'll try and log those errors for you the best it can. But right now, all of these results are just living in memory. Nothing has been written to disk yet, and I can show you that if I Control C out of the framework, CD to my results folder. All right, and you can see here it automatically creates the folders for your endpoints. You don't need to do that. It just recognizes from your target list that each target needs its own folder. So let's go ahead and we'll just go into the first one. It's empty. Okay. Well, I said that my jobs were finished, but it's empty. So what do I do? Well, let's go back into the Greater Wall. At status again, just to see. Yes, they are complete. Now, the next command, which is critical, is the sync command. SYNC. When you type the sync command and hit enter, it's going to take those results out of memory and write them to disk in their appropriate folder and file locations. So go ahead and send it, and that's it. It's done. Now, if I type status again, there's nothing in there because I cleared out the queue. Let's go ahead and Control C out of the framework. Look at our results. Let's pick a different folder. There it is. Service info, timestamp.txt. Even though this is a .text, it's actually formatted in CSV. So we can confirm that. I get content of that file and look at that beautiful CSV. You can get fancier and pipe that to convert from CSV. This is what that data looks like. For each host, we have service information. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is show you something different. The module I'm going to run now, it takes a little while to run, not too terribly long. just longer than service info, and that's process info. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run 12 on my endpoints. Hit enter. All right, status. All right, the status is running. Now, I can't sync until they're completed, so I'm sitting here constantly typing status, come on, waiting for it to finish. I can't type sync till it's done. So if you have nothing else going on, you can Control C out of the framework and type TGW status tac watch. And you can sit here and it's just a constantly refreshing status of your running background tasks. So once they complete, you can sync them. Now, to stop this, you just hit Control C, like it says at the top right there. Okay. Now, I can go ahead and go back into the greater wall. I can go to host collection and I can type sync. I don't need to wait for them all to finish. I would have to do it more than one time if I didn't wait. But I can type sync here, or from outside the framework, I can type TGW sync. Also type TGW status or TGW status watch. So let's check on the status really quick. Oh, we're all complete. Great. So I'll just go ahead and type TGW sync. Done. All right, let's go ahead and verify in our results. CE2.69. All right, and there it is. So get content of process info from CSV. And there you have it. It was just a quick glimpse at the type of information that this module collects. So as you can see, this kind of leads me to my next talking point, the modules. There's nothing vanilla or standard about any of these modules. This isn't just a get process. That's why it's named differently. It's called process info. All the modules that are standard for the greater wall, they're all really custom. So this pulls a bunch of service information as well as network information if it had an established connection versus a listening connection, the user that was the process was running in the context of, etc. So now, if you are unsure about what a module does, because I know it can be kind of weird to look at, there's a feature called What Is. And this is the last thing I'm going to show you in this video. But if you were, confused about something or just unsure, we'll take this one for example. Enumerate USB. What is that? I really have no idea. I get what it is, kind of, but really, what is it doing? I can type what is enumerate USB. Okay, enter. And I will get a notepad that pops up with a man page that tells me what it is, what it does, the command list that it uses, and a sample output. This one actually says a little description of each field and special note. So yeah, each module has its own man page. So that's pretty useful. I mean, conversely, you could, open up the module and try and figure it out yourself. So you could CD to modules. You could CD to host collection. CD to enumerate USB. And then you could open it up and I guess try to figure it out for yourself. But some of these are pretty long and not so easy on the eyes. So yeah, the what is man page feature is available. So that should give you all you need to be able to effectively run these modules. Just remember, the two most important commands here are status and sync. If you don't sync, nothing will ever be written to those folders, and everything that you do will just live in memory until you, I don't know, until you close out a PowerShell. All right. Thanks for watching.